No reason why you should be a young pretty girl in Atlanta and you struggling and you not making any money and you out here, like I said, popping for someone who can't even afford to pay your rent every month. It's no reason you should be doing that. No reason why you
talking to a guy that claims to be interested in dating you and you say something like, oh, I'm going to get my nails done or my hair, I'm going to the mall, and he does not offer to send you money to contribute to that, you need to block him, and you need to block him quickly, okay? We don't have time to be talking to men that cannot contribute to our lives, even in the smallest of ways. Not in this economy.
Yo, what's up, my high value bros? What's good, kings? What's happening? Hey, before I get started, man, y'all go ahead and tap that like button, smash that notification bell, and subscribe. Go ahead and give me that. You know what I'm saying? Let's run it up. Let's get that algorithm going. You know what I'm saying? Support the content. But fellas, man, check it out. You've seen the videos. These females out here, they crazy, man. But I think the thing about it is, like, y'all have to be better at identifying hoes, 304s, you know what I'm saying, these prostitutes out here, because that's basically what these modern women are doing. You know what I'm saying? They basically out here prostituting themselves. So I think we gotta do a better job at identifying these women. So basically, man, they all have a cluster of looks. Okay, they have a cluster of characteristics, from attitude to looks, and you got to be able to identify these clusters to put them in the right category. Because one of the worst things you can do as a man is put the wrong type of female in the wrong type of position in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ultimate position to put a woman in your life is wife position, right? And you know what comes with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, she's your life partner, and legally, she's entitled to like half of everything that you own. You know what I mean? So the wife position is the most coveted position that you can put a woman in. Okay? The second highest position is going to be like your long-term girlfriend, aka fiance type setup, right? So if she's your fiance, that's the second highest position. The third highest position is your girlfriend. So especially if y'all live together. So if y'all living together, you're under one roof, like, that's serious. So you need to be able to identify these women by the clusters that they present themselves in, via attitude or via the way that they present. Okay, so let's look at the way that they look. Okay, most of these hoes, most of these 304s, these garden tools, right? Basically, they're gonna look very superficial, artificial. They're gonna be caked up with makeup. They're gonna have a lot of makeup on. You know what I'm saying? Hiding any type of blemishes, scars, that type shit, right? They're gonna have fake lashes. They're gonna have fake eyebrows. They're gonna have a lace front wig, some kind of weave of some sort. You feel me? Nose rings, like the bull nose ring. They're gonna have hoop earrings. You know what I'm saying? They're making a lot of money on and being a parasite. You know, from these dudes out here, they might have veneers, especially if they don't have a job, right? Or any form of like real income, whether it be from a job or a business or anything like that. So they're gonna have, you know, hoop earrings, a bullish like nose ring type setup. They're gonna be tatted up, you know what I'm saying, from the neck down. So look for neck tattoos, face tattoos, sleeves, you know, leg tattoos, all up and down the back. They're gonna have a lot of tattoos, visible tattoos. That's a dead giveaway. Okay. They're gonna try to wear a lot of designer shit. So if you see a lot of designer bags, designer clothing, like the latest fashion type shit, and they ain't really working for it, they don't have a job, a career, they don't have, you know, a business type setup, they getting the money somehow, right? And more than likely they tricking for it. Okay. Another indicator would be, you know, BBL. They have a BBL. All right. That's obvious. They might have lip injections. They might have a boob job. You feel me? And I'm talking about not having all of these at once, but I'm talking about a cluster. If they got like 3 or more of these things together, more than likely they're 3 or 4. Especially when they're young, like super young, you know, early 20s, late teens, and they got all this like designer and name brand stuff, driving an expensive car, or they live in a high-end area and like that on their own, and they ain't working for it, like how are they getting this money? You see what I'm saying? So usually they out here 304 prostituting, being hoes, you know what I'm saying? And so you got to know how to identify these women. Okay, now in terms of attitude, right? They're gonna be very solipsistic, very narcissistic. Me. It's all about them. You don't have any value. This is why a lot of these dudes trick off to these type of women. They prey on you guys. They know that you're weak. They know that you feel like that you're inferior to them, and that you don't have any real value. And the only way you compensate is that you trick off on them. So they're gonna have this very me type mindset. It's all about me. They think that they are the prize, and that you should pay and sponsor them just for their female existence because they got a coochie or whatnot. So they're gonna have that type of attitude. If you get with them and then, you know, straight out the gate they're asking for money, they pay for hair, nails, you know what I'm saying, bills, my phone bill, utility bills, car notes, house rent. Like, you listen, I had a homie on Instagram, right? He sent me this video. He was like, yo, bro, can you please do a video on it? This chick talking about some, if you young and you stay in Atlanta and you young and pretty and you out here popping coochies, there's no reason why a dude should not be paying for your rent. See, you have to understand that a hoe, a parasite, a 304 is basically a parasite. They're like a leech. They're gonna latch on you and drain you of all of your resources, right? They're basically liabilities to you, dog. Like, you guys gotta understand, a woman has to be, if you're gonna put them into a high position in your life as a wife, fiance, girlfriend, long term, like, they have to be an asset to you. They gotta be bringing positive cash flow to your life somehow. They can't be a liability to you all the time. I keep telling you guys, you gotta have women to reciprocate. They gotta meet you. They literally have to meet you with their money, with their emotions. They gotta emote on you. They gotta love on you. You know what I'm saying? Care about you, all type shit, right? They have to put in effort. They gotta put in that time. If they're not meeting you, if they're not reciprocating, bro, it's gonna be a loss on your investment. You need a return on your investment, ROI. Women have to be an asset in your life. They have to be giving you something tangible. And no, coochie, pussy, cat, none of that shit. I'm in the airport, that's why I'm whispering, right? But sex is not a return on your investment. It's an exchange of pleasure between you and her. And basically, you're doing most of the work anyway. Like, you're giving her you. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that's penetrating her. You know what I'm saying? So you're giving her you. She just opened up to receive you. So if anything, she's giving you sex, not the other way around. But anyhow, let's get back on topic. Let me digress. They have to be an asset to you in some type of a way. You know what I'm saying? So when they coming out the gate asking for money for all these like ancillary expenses, utilities, and, you know, hair and nails and rent and all that out the gate, you know what I mean? You haven't even had sex with her. So remember, sex is not an investment. It's just a commencement of the relationship. It shows that she's attracted to you, right? But if she coming off rip for money, 304, hoe, a garden tool, a parasite, a leech. So you just play. You know what I'm saying? You smash and dash, you keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't pay to play. Only tricks pay to play. Ain't no tricks on my channel, bro. Like, I don't do tricks. I don't like simps. You know what I'm saying? I don't like cucks. I don't like no lames. I don't like suckers, and I don't like slaves, bro. Like servants. Like, if you guys are in that category, you need to like watch my material and man the fuck up. Cause it's too much, you know what I'm saying, content out here for you guys not to know and recognize female nature. If you're watching my video, right? If you're watching my video, more than likely a female has got with you. Like, you've been a sucker, you've been a cuck, you've been a lame, you've been a simp, and you definitely out here tricking. Like, these females only exist out here on the level that they do, as far as being a 304, because there's too many guys out here simping and tricking in some kind of a way, and you gotta stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you heard, and then the second we're talking about some, like, the second chick was talking about some, if you seen a guy and and he don't offer to, you know, pay for your hair or nails or nothing like that, when you mention it, block him, blah blah blah. See, listen, man, I'm telling you. These women want all your resources up front, and they don't want to try to give you nothing, you know, in return. And I keep telling you, man, sex is not a return on your investment. It's just an exchange of energy. So if they trying to come out the gate asking you for money up front, bro, she is a thought. She is a hoe. She's a garden tool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop digging, man. Stop digging with these hoes. Stop digging for these females, bro. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at what a liability is. A liability is going to cost you money, all right? But liability is often associated with debt, okay? When you get a loan, whether it be a car loan, boat loan, home loan, credit card loan, any type of loan is debt. That's a liability. Expenses is just day-to-day stuff that you got to pay for, like gas, fuel, insurance, rent, food, taxes, shit like that. Those are expenses. But a liability is something that you willingly get into because you can't afford it. You go to the bank and they charge you interest for it. So now you owe the bank money and it's collecting interest, okay? And now women are often like that. You know what I'm saying? They suck you in with their beauty. They suck you in, you know what I'm saying, because they got box or whatnot, right? And you want the box, but you got to understand too, they want you too. You know what I'm saying? But you get sucked in metaphorically with the bank. They give you the box, and now they make you feel and believe like you owe them just because they gave you some box or just because they gave you some attention. You see what I'm saying? Now you done fell for the okie doke. Now she's a liability. Now she's saying you got to pay for her rent. Now she's saying you got to subsidize her whole lifestyle just because she's a female. And got box. Well, she, man, like, y'all got to stop, man. Like, cat ain't worth, bro. Cat is worthless. You got to understand, like, if any dude get her money, if any dude pays her bills, if any dude does anything financially where she can benefit from them, she's gonna bounce. She's gonna monkey branch over to that dude. So you just being a tool or a utility for her benefit. So now you got to think about, listen, how many dudes done slept with her already? How many dudes done paid her bill? How many dudes done gave her this or gave her that just for some box? Can you imagine the mileage on that coochie? Can you imagine how many dudes she done been with? Can you imagine what her body count is, bro? Like fellas, you really got to do your homework on these females. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do a background check. You gotta start talking to these females and not be judgmental. You gotta make it seem like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you have these conversations, you know, on the phone or in person, you gotta start asking them about their past. Like, what's your body count? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many bodies you got? And make it seem like it's a very conversational thing, and don't judge her on it. And whatever number she tell you, just multiply it by 3 anyway. And the reason why you really want to know what the body count of a woman is because it's scientifically proven. If a woman has 5 or more bodies, if she's had 5 or more sexual partners in her life, she has an 80% chance of an unsuccessful marriage and in divorce because she cannot develop a bond with you. See, women are supposed to like latch on to men that they have sex with, but since they have so many sexual partners, it distorts that. You see what I'm saying? Men are like Wi-Fi, right? Let me give you another analogy. Men are like Wi-Fi, right? We can put out a signal, right? And any device that taps into that signal can use our Wi-Fi, right? So we can impregnate many women at one time, supposedly, right? Not supposedly, but scientifically we can, biologically, right? Now, women are more so like Bluetooth. Now, a Bluetooth can only pair with one device at a time. So women, like Bluetooth, generally latch on to one man at a time. They can only get pregnant by one man at a time, as opposed to one man impregnating many women at one time. So even though the technology of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are similar, men and women are different. We're biologically different. We're not the same. And so there is no double standard when it comes to that. The point is, the higher her body count, the less value she has. For each body she gets, the more her value drops. It's just like you buy a new car, the more you drive it, the value drops, right? The newer the car is, the fresher the car is, the more value it has. That's why the younger she is, the more beautiful she is, the more fertile she is. It's best for her. A woman's values in her youth, right? From 18, basically from 18 to like 27, 29, right? Once you start hitting 30 and things like that, it's a problem. They lose a lot of value very quickly, right? Some of them can sustain their beauty and youth up until like, late 30s, early 40s, but for the most part, that's it. But biologically, after 35, they have these geriatric pregnancies. They lose their fertility, and that's basically it. That's the wall. So a woman's value is early in her life. A woman that's young, early 20s, late teens, early to mid 20s, they need to be looking for a husband. That's the time to get their husband and family. Not when they hit the wall, you know what I'm saying, after they done live all those years, that whole decade in their 20s, wilding, you know what I'm saying, jumping from dick to dick in the cock carousel, messing with criminals, Pookies and Ray Rays, you know what I'm saying, bad boys, quote unquote, all that type stuff, right? I talk about this stuff in all my videos, so I don't want to go too in depth with it, but you have to identify these females. They look the same, right? I already told you what they look like aesthetically, and then they act the same, all right? They're gonna cuss like a sailor. Every other word is motherfucker this, bitch that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they say like a lot. They're gonna gesticulate a lot. They're gonna think that they're the prize. But a dead giveaway is cursing, bro. If they coming off with a lot of cursing and they speak aggressively, they got a lot of masculine energy. They have that feminist attitude that they've adopted, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't need a man, I make my own money. If they leave with their money, like, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. You know what I'm saying? That's not a feminine woman. If they're not soft, if they're not nurturing, if they're not supportive, if they're not submissive, you know what I mean? If they're not fit, they don't take care of themselves. If they're not friendly, if they don't, you know what I'm saying, readily provide peace and pleasure and support, that's not the woman for you, bro. Like, y'all gotta do better with the females y'all select. Just stay away from the low-hanging fruit. These women are readily available. They're all over the place. You know what I'm saying? They the Bone Sheikwas and whatever other names, the Rakishas and Shanae's and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like these old school names. But the point is, stay away from these hood rat chicks. Stay away from these thoughts. Stay away from these hoes. Stay away from these 304s. Stay away from these garden tools, man. And it's not just them, but because now that mindset has pervaded over to all generations, man. You got Gen Z women doing this, the millennials doing this. You got Gen X women doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the economy. Yeah, I talked about that. The economy is a part of it. Definitely feminism, but a big part of it because you guys is out here tricking, simping, being cucks and lames. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't see your value. You're not putting in the work. You're not doing what it takes to be a man out here. You just work on yourself and become something, right? These women are going to be more attracted to who you are instead of what you have. You know what I'm saying? But yo, this shit is ridiculous out here. You know what I'm saying? And the more you trick off, the more you simp down, the more you put them on the pedestal, the more you take them back after they cheat on you, the more you do anything, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like, not requiring much for these women, they're going to walk over you, bro. And the dating game is going to be fucked up because the trajectory that we have right now is messed up. Studies out here, is predictions, they're talking about 2030, more than 50% of women is going to be like, single, not married, also no kids. Bro, like the future is looking bad. And they're starting to feel it right now. Like, dudes are waking up, but I don't think we're waking up fast enough because these women are doing too much. Like, they just doing too much out here. Every day they get on the internet doing something crazy and foul, saying shit. Like, I don't know if they're just trying to go like viral or whatnot and get attention. Even if they are, nevertheless, you niggas are still doing too much simping. You're still doing too much tricking. You're still being cucks and lames, and you just gotta cut it out. Be a man. Grow the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too much info out here, bro. To keep doing on this path. So, I ain't gonna say too much more, about these videos. Just stay away from these 304s, man. Stop digging. Get yourself a real woman. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to like, passport bros or whatnot, don't be flying overseas looking for your wife, girlfriend, fiance or whatever, and you trick off over there too. That's not what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, you know, get you a foreign, you know, all those type things I talked about before. Go over there, get you a foreign, whatnot. And it's best if you stay over there, because if you bring it back here around these other 3 or 4, she's gonna adopt their mindset. You know what I mean? Because the Western mindset is pervasive. Like, if you're gonna do this passport bro shit, like, I only support it if you're not being a trick. Don't go to another country just to trick off on hoes over there too. You know what I mean? Look for your woman that has got good ethics, right? Good morals, low body count, preferably a virgin, never been married, no children, that's very feminine, fit, friendly, you know what I'm saying? Provides pleasure, provides peace. She was raised to be a wife. She respects men. She has a healthy relationship with her father. She understands gender roles. She was raised to be a wife. She wants to be married. She has a healthy respect for relationships and men, and her role as a woman. Like, this is the type of woman she want to be with. You know what I'm saying? That's really going to support you. That's going to nurture you. That's going to support you. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be your cheerleader. That's nurturing. That cooks, cleans, who's submissive, fun to be around. Things like that, man. But I'm already 20 minutes into the video, man. I'm here at the airport. I got a flight to catch. I just wanted to go ahead and drop it because I'm saying I had a request to do it and some time to kill. I'm going to see you guys in the next video, man. All right? Peace and love. I'm out.